So I decided I'll show off one of my cook kits. So this is it. This one I take quite often. I like this. I like the size of it. The bag is a custom-made job from Spirit West. It is very waterproof. Not 100%, but very close. So in it, we've just got a few components, main components, so to speak. And so here's the long-handled titanium spoon. This one's from Lixada. Very inexpensive. I don't know. I've bought several of these because they were very inexpensive. Good spoons. I like the long handles. Here's a little bit of some homemade fire starter. And for the trip I'm heading on, I'm looking at 5 days, so and apparently we cannot have a fire for the most of the trip. My destination I can, but anyhow, so I've got kind of the mid-range canister, and here's the pot. And this is MSR pot, titanium, Titan. It's fairly old. This is a great pot. A real nice size. I think it's 0.85 of a liter. One of the better products that MSR has. A lot of people love MSR, and back in the day they were ahead of a lot of people, but in the last, whatever, 20 years, I beg to differ. A lot of the products are not that great. Anyway, here's this titanium pot, and it's been on fire a lot, and some guy sat on it and bent it, so it doesn't quite fit perfectly anymore. The only thing taking away from this pot is it doesn't have any graduation markings in it, so if it had that, I would consider it the perfect pot. Well, without it, it's a 9.5 out of 10. Anyway, nice pot, and as you saw, it doesn't want to stay on anymore. This is a little bowl. It's just some bowl from a margarine container or something, sour cream, whatever. Just cut it down to size so it fits in here nicely. And then we've got the classic mini blick. We've got some cotton in case we need to grab the handles and they're really hot. I've got this cup. This is a Cohglans cup. They're known to make inexpensive stuff, but a lot of it is quite good. I've had this cup a long time. It says dishwasher, microwave safe. I don't know. I've never had them in there, but I like it. It's a good size. It's about a cup and a half. Yeah, I think that says a cup and a half. There is graduation markers here. Yeah, cup and a half. So it does hold a cup and a half right near the top. And I've marked with some black pen. I don't know how healthy that is, but that's a 1 cup and there's a half cup. I don't know if you can see that in there. But these cups are fantastic. They do come with handles on them. I cut them off and sand it down, make it nice and smooth so they fit in the pot. Yeah, great item. Inexpensive. Does a great job. The stove I use is the BRS. Lots of people have it. I have 2 of them, and you know, the quality control is maybe not perfect. You know, I do believe one of my stoves is better than the other, but they both work well. I've never had a problem with them. Yeah, they may burn more fuel than other stoves, but I mean, this is extremely light, and it does the job. I'm quite happy with them. What else we got here? So we got a little bit of alcohol. Clean your hands. Maybe start a fire if you need to. Here's some Catadine micro pores for disinfecting some water. A lot of people don't like the idea of having a ferrocerium rod. I certainly do. This is quite a lightweight one. It's small, so it's not the easiest to use in winter, but summertime works just fine. this is kind of one of those things that is like a backup. So you know, it hasn't happened to me in a while, but it could happen, and I'm sure someday it will. But I'm gonna, you know, fall making a creek crossing, and I'm gonna get soaked, and there's a possibility that, you know, my lighter could get soaked, and if I want to have a fire, then this thing will light no matter what. If the lighter gets wet, well, it'll dry out eventually, but who knows how long that'll take. You know, it's one thing falling into the creek when it's 80 above or 90 above, it's not that big of a deal. You know, you can dry off and warm up fairly well. You're not likely to get hypothermia, but when conditions are different, you might want to get a fire going right away. Anyway, so that's my basic cook kit. There is one other thing that I will place inside of here, and that is these pouches I've made. And so what this does is you know, keep the temperature in my food as it's rehydrating. So here's a breakfast. I would put half a cup of hot water in there, and then I would put it in this bag. And this stuff is called Insultex, and I don't even know if you can find it anymore. But I made several of these bags. So you know, it's has a very high insulating factor. So I've basically got, you know, at least 6 layers of this stuff around this food. So 10 minutes from now, after boiling the water in it, putting the boiling water in it, this will still be extremely close to temperature. It holds heat really, really well. So this is just a rough thrown together envelope, and works really well. So I will have one of these in here, and it helps keep the rattle down inside. If you strategically place it in the right place. It's still gonna rattle. Anyway, so you know, I've got lots of different sizes of pots. I've got a 550 Tokes that I quite often use. I got a 750 stainless that I use on day trips and fires. The titanium does okay on fire. I have some aluminums, and I would say they're less than ideal for on fire. I'm happy with this MSR pot. I quite often take it. This is the kit that I quite often take.